Hello and welcome back to another video, and this is a model of Sony Walkman I've not had before or done a video on. So this is a Sony Walkman WM-FX495. I've not actually looked for the manual online or done any research on it. I've just restored it and had a play, kind of learn on the go, so to speak. With its design, I'd suggest probably late 90s, probably early 2000s, and that's because it's got the touch buttons, it's got an LCD display and an integrated radio that isn't, you know, massively changing its size. So I'll see how right or wrong I am after this when I get around to doing the listing. Anyway, so Sony Walkman, as mentioned, it's still got the label here which is telling us it's up to 35 hours of playback with 1 AA battery, which is interesting because most of the earlier ones take 2. It's got auto reverse, which is that great feature where you can play in one direction and just push the button and play in the other direction to play the other side, rather than taking the tape out and flipping it over. A maximum of 40 preset stations, that's for the radio. And other functions, you've got the AVLS, audio volume limiting system. That's basically, it stops it going too loud to protect your hearing. FM and AM radio, mega bass, so just a synthetic bass enhancement on the audio reverse that we mentioned. As with lots of items when they had this kind of metallic finish, they do suffer a little bit of wear just on the corners. So you've got a very light, a couple of light scratches on there, and you just get these little marks just on the body, just there, and then usually on the corners. So not so much on the top. Yeah, see how just little areas like this, you just get little signs of wear here. What happens on any device of this kind of age, it just wears off that finish there. But yeah, nothing other than those bits of wear, nothing major. So very briefly, you've got the, and I'll keep it brief because we'll go through these in a second. You've got menu set, enter, 1 to 5, AM, FM, and also these operate menu selection settings as well. That's to open the cassette, the holes to stop any buttons being used inadvertently, and yeah, that's, oh, you've got the headphone, the extra the ability to plug in one of these Sony adapters, so you don't have to use these buttons, and your volume control. So let's crack on. So opening up this section here, that's where we put our single AA battery in. And one thing I have noticed is, I'm just going to bring the light over so you can see a little better, is this, I haven't found a way in which you turn the whole thing off. So I find that these indications or settings that you have on just seem to stay there all the time. And I think that's just how it is, probably because it's just using so little battery to keep itself running. Now there's a little black line just inside there, and I don't know if you can make out or not. Just around the edge you've got MB, so that's mega bass. And you use the set to say if you want it on or off with that dot. Next one's audio volume limiting system, again on or off. Next one round says mode, so it's kind of doing a full repeat. I'm guessing side A and B, or just a single side. So again, you press set and it changes. Coming around to the next one, this says tune mode. So here you've got either preset, or if we move it over, manual. And then coming around here, we've got FM mode, which allows you to set mono or stereo. So that's that. So I'll plug in, we'll have a look at the radio first. So you've got AM and FM. Let's see, AM there or FM there, and then to turn it off you press this. As with these, you need either a headset or a pair of speakers like this to act as your aerial. So I'll just plug in here, and so now if we turn the radio on, you can hear the radio coming through. And then as we go through these selections, you can hear different channels just coming through. One thing I noticed is when you go through here, it says F12345, and then you press FM, and it seems to give you a second kind of amount of channels. Now I'm not sure if that's because I'm in a certain setting in terms of manual setting or preset. So if we go to preset, but I just without a manual, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's something to do with those 40 channels why I'm getting 5, but then I'm getting F3 instead of 3, etc. Anyway, to tune it in, you need to go all the way around and make sure you've got over here manual selected, so they can now see it says manual. And then once you've got that done, you can then press I think it's enter. In fact, once you've got it set, you can then just use these to cycle through, to either scan through or notch through. So what I'll do is I'll just scan through. We'll go beyond the 900s, as we've already got some of those stored, so maybe into the hundreds. Allow it to find. So we have a channel coming in now, and then you could then press set, sorry, not set, you then press enter, and then this allows you to select there anywhere up to 35 channels. So I guess that's your 35 plus 5 gives you 40. So I'm going to say 2 and press enter. Now this is the weird thing, so I'm at that 2 there, but if I press 2 here, that says F2. So I'm guessing maybe this is like favorite 2, 3, favorite 1 to 5, and then I do that and it takes me to the FM. So that's the radio anyway. I'll let you play with that should you get a hold of it, or turn the radio off, and we'll move on to the cassette. Pop in a Jimmy Somerville cassette and go like this. So direction is there, so simply press direction, and that's now playing in the forward direction. So for this side 1, you have the rewind, and you can see the tape here. That's moving faster in real life. And fast forward, just because of the frame rate, it looks slow to you, but this is spinning really fast my end. And then when you're ready, you just press the play button again. So you can hear that playing. And then just to play the other side of the tape, simply press the direction button, it says rev. And that's now playing the other side, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's see if we can get anything on the bass. Yeah, definitely made a difference there. So we'll stop that there, and now we'll demonstrate what happens when you plug in the additional connector. So with this, it's actually got a manual hold, so when you are set to off, you can't physically press any of the buttons, but then when you bring it down, it unlocks them, so you're now able to use it. So by pressing play, you saw that come on. And we have fast forward and play and rewind. And then when you're in, I don't think there's a way to turn this into radio mode, perhaps there is, but if you go onto here, press stop, maybe go into radio mode, again you've got the volumes here on the dial, and you can then, that's going through manual. I wonder if we set this one to preset. Let's see if it does presets. So now it's working our way through the presets, which is really good, and the off button just turns the device off. So that was it, a bit of a canter through what I think is probably an early 2000s model, the WM-FX495. It's got a built-in AM and FM radio. It's got the nice auto reverse, as well as a number of other functions, all kind of button pressed and LCD, quite modern. Where I would say is it's light. You generally get this kind of stuff on these models, especially on the corners. And nothing really much else to mention. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel. And until the next one, all the best, take care, and see ya.